What's up, stock investors? In this video, we're going to be looking at my full dividend portfolio. I also sold out of 4 positions, and I also added 1 new position to the portfolio as well. So if this is your first time hanging out, be sure to go ahead and smash that like button and also click that subscribe button as well. I'm Mike the Investor. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright, welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and pull up the Robinhood app so we can see what new changes I've made to the portfolio. Alright, so as we can see, my portfolio value is $8,576.68. During market hours, I was up at 1.24%, which is equivalent to $105.16. As for after hours, I was up 0.13%, which is equivalent to 11.24%. As we look at the 1 week, I'm up 3.19%, which is equivalent to $264.78. As we look at the 1 month, I am down 4.63%, and that is equivalent to $416.28. And for the 3 month, I am up 10.63%. and that is equivalent to $823.92. And for the 1 year, I am down 1.24%, and that is $107.74. And for my all-time, I am only down 0.5%, which is 0.51%, which is $43.69. And as we look at the buying power, you can see it is $12.57. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, I did sell out of 4 positions, 3 individual companies, and 1 ETF. Now the ETF is SPHD just because I believe personally I can do better by investing in individual companies instead of investing into an ETF, and also you're still paying that manager fee that also comes out of the underlying asset that investors technically don't see. And for the 3 individual companies I sold out of is AT&T, Archer Daniels and Midland, which is a consumer staple company. They're also a dividend aristocrat. They deal with, crops and seeds and things like that. They deal with the agricultural part of the sector. And then I sold out of the AES Corporation, which is a gas and a utility company. Now, I truly don't know where the gas, sector is going to go. So I just went on and cut my ties, with these companies. And also all of these companies was about 3% or less of my portfolio. So they weren't major core positions at all, and I just wanted to hone in and focus on some of my major core positions. I have a total of 15 positions now, and before I had 18 positions. So I still may cut down the portfolio a little bit, but right now I am sitting on the 15 positions. So let's go ahead and check out the number 1 position in my portfolio. So as we scroll on down, it is Microsoft. And as you saw my portfolio earlier on the earlier updates, I have my portfolio coordinated based off of what company had the most dividend growth based off of years under their belt. Now I have it coordinated based off of what company is the most important to me. So as we look at Microsoft here, I have a total of 5 shares. They had a nice day in the market. They were up 2.15%. As we move down to my position, you can see my market value is $1,059.40. My average cost $171.87. It is 12.37% of my portfolio, and I'm currently up 23.28%. As we look at the next position will be IBM. Now this is the new position that I added to the portfolio. Now the biggest thing that most investors are saying about International Business Machines, also known as IBM, is that the revenue has been declining since 2012. But they also have been growing that dividend every single year. They have 21 years of consecutive dividend growth. They are also still a very large company, over $120 billion market cap. And one of the main reasons why I invested in IBM is because they are highly invested into the blockchain and cryptocurrency market. And if you know anything about cryptocurrency, I truly believe this is going to be the way of the world. And they have one of the #1 blockchains that IBM has created since 2017, which I might save that for another video. So if you're interested, be sure to let me know down in the comment section. And as we look at my position here, I bought a total of 5 shares, and as you can see, my market value is just about $600. My average cost $119.96, and I'm currently up just 0.08%, so not much because this is a new position, and if it drops lower, I will be buying more of this company because I truly believe in the IBM technology, and I believe they're going to be around for a very long time. So as we look at the next position, it's going to be Johnson & Johnson, another one of my favorite companies in the portfolio. It got really close to dropping to my average cost, and that's why I didn't buy any, because it's so good of a company. They don't drop that low that often, so when they do, you definitely want to buy more. So I'm waiting for it to drop lower than that $139.70. As we can see, for my average cost, I have 4 shares, and I am currently up 2.62% on Johnson & Johnson. And also, Johnson & Johnson is a dividend king. They've been growing their dividend for 57 years and counting. The next position will be Procter & Gamble, also a dividend king. They've been growing their dividend for 63 years and counting, which is in the consumer staples sector. So as we move on down here to the position, you can see I have just a total of 3 shares. Now, I've had these 3 shares for quite some time, and the reason why I have not bought any more of Procter & Gamble is because I am waiting for it to drop lower than my average cost. So until it drops lower, I won't be buying any more, but I'm also not going to be selling out of Procter & Gamble either. So for the position, my average cost, as you can see, $110.29 for 3 shares. I'm currently up at 10.29% on this position. As we look at the next position will be Starbucks. As we scroll on down here, I have a total of 12 shares. My average cost is $85.32, and I'm currently down at 11.45%. So I'm down a little bit on Starbucks, but I believe Starbucks is also going to be around for the long term. They are also invested in the cryptocurrency market as well. So my whole idea of investing is still to get that dividend cash flow, but I'm also looking at, blue chip companies that are invested in the cryptocurrency space because I truly believe that's where things are going. So that's my mindset and kind of my thought process on some of these buys that I've done, or some of the sales that I've done, if you're wondering. So as we look at the next position, is going to be Disney. As we move on down here, we have 6 shares. My average cost $117.68, and I'm currently down at 2.66% on Disney. The next position will be 3M, and as we move down to the position, I have a total of 4 shares, and my average cost $159.62, and I'm currently down just 1.19%. As we move to the next position, which will be Coca-Cola, I also added 5 shares to Coca-Cola as well. As we move on down, you can see I have a total of 15 shares now. My average cost $47.90. I'm currently down at 5.36%, but Coca-Cola is also invested in the cryptocurrency market as well, as you can now buy Coca-Cola products with Bitcoin in New Zealand and Australia, and I believe a few other places as well. And I did mention that in a later video. I will maybe have that in a card somewhere for you if you want to check that out as well. As we move over to Pfizer, I added 4 more shares to Pfizer, so now I have a total of 15 shares of Pfizer as well, and for the average cost, it is $37.39, and I'm currently down at 7.73%. Now, Pfizer is one of the largest healthcare companies, just like Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer is also invested in the cryptocurrency market as well. So as we look at the next position, is going to be Altria, and for my position, you can see I have an upcoming dividend for July 10th. For $8.40, which is a pretty nice dividend. And for my position here, I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost $47.63, and I'm currently down at 16.96%, which is equivalent to $80.77. So I'm down a little bit on Altria. As we move over to the next position, which will be Bank of America, as we go on down, I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost $28.57, and I'm currently down at 17.09%. So I'm down a little bit on Bank of America as well. As we move over to the next company, which will be Realty Income, Now we're getting into all of the REITs that I hold in this portfolio. As we move down, I have an upcoming dividend, $2.34 on July 15th. I have 10 shares. My average cost is $72.14, and I'm currently down at 16.47%, which is equivalent to $118.82. So I'm down a little bit on realty income. The real estate industry and mortgage industry has been suffering a little bit. So as we move over to Stag Industrial, as we look at my position here, I have an upcoming dividend also on July 15th for $1.20. I have 10 shares. My average cost $29.88, and I'm currently down just 0.25% on this position. As we look at Innovative Industrial Property, now this REIT has been on a tear. As we move on down, you see I have an upcoming dividend for July 15th also for $5.30. I have a total of 5 shares. My average cost is $74.49, and I'm currently up at 30.22%, which is equivalent to $112.54. Now the last position in the portfolio will be Apple Hospitality REIT. Now I also added 5 additional shares to this position, even though they suspended their dividend. So as we move on down, you can see I have a total of 55 shares. My average cost $14.12. I'm currently down 32.30%. So this is the largest position that I am down on out of my entire portfolio, and that is equivalent to $250.82. So I'm down quite a bit on this position, but I'm going to slowly average down on Apple Hospitality REIT because I still think it is a very solid REIT that's in the lodging industry. So those are all 15 positions here in my portfolio. So as we scroll on up, this is going to let you see each and every single one again. And as I told you, I just have my positions coordinated based off of what positions are pretty much the most important to me. So that is the full dividend portfolio update. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section. I'm Mike the Investor. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, invest in yourself, and I will see you guys back next time.